Today is a different one. There's a full room here. We have my Jamie, Colin. Did you always have your hair that short?
No, I shave it like once a year.
Do you though?
Yeah.
You were wearing a hat last time, is that it?
It was all fucking messy.
Oh, and we have Gary, who didn't bother his hole to get cleaned up. He's in his old trousers. Everyone else got done up, but no, not Gary. And we also have Jenny and Kenneth Cullinan. Cullinan. Fuck you, Gary.
Hey, I tried to explain it to you.
So for the last while, I've wanted to do business features on Irish companies and startups. And ProSteel Sheds are here. There's Jenny and Kenneth. And there's other people involved, isn't there?
Yeah, Anthony, my business partner, and Laura.
That didn't put in the effort to be here today. I know, you're the point of contact with me anyway. Because
from day one, Jen was.
Day one. Yeah. I kind of put the cart before the horse when I got my site, and I thought everything had happened a lot quicker, and I wanted to get a shed up first. And I asked Gary, because he's, the man, he knows everything, and he said the only place to go is ProSteel Sheds. And dead sound people. So Gary, why you're only after getting a shed there from ProSteel? Why would a professional builder like you go to these people?
Well, with a bit of research, I was looking at the way the sheds were built and just kind of following them online there. What I suppose drew me to the buildings they were putting up was that there were proper structures, like, they had a galvanized frame, and then all the panels were actually stitched properly onto them. It wasn't these little flat pack sections that you just fire together like some sheds are. Like, to me now, I think if a hurricane hit this shed, everything would be gone, but the shed would be still there,
Just don't be saying that. Or we'll all blow away. We should move it into the other shed, should we?
That's it.
When did you start?
2017. July, was it? July,
yeah.
July 2017, yeah.
And what were you doing before that?
I was actually working in Irish wool farming in Buin, selling cladding.
County Cork.
County Cork, yeah.
The real capital.
I was there for about 5 years. Now, I was working with Liam. He's the owner. Before that, good few years ago, and I'd say I probably started working with him when I was about 22 or 3.
Working together as a...
Yeah, well, he fabricating, metal fabricating. We actually were doing sheds.
All right, you were always
kind of
doing
started off doing sheds with him.
Yeah.
Box iron frames. They were... Look, that's what we started on,
Were
that's
they
what he was
big
doing.
Sheds?
Not massive, no. Kind of garden sheds and nothing massive, like, but...
What age are you?
40.
40.
Yeah.
Look, no grey hair. You dye your hair like Garrett, don't you?
I have one up there somewhere.
Do you dye your hair?
No.
I don't know if I believe anyone anymore.
No.
Jenny, does he?
No.
He doesn't?
No.
All right, I have no reason to doubt you.
You didn't believe me?
No, I didn't believe you. I didn't know, sure. How am I supposed to know?
You would know if someone dyed their hair.
Would you though?
You would, yeah.
Oh, you would.
How?
Because it'd be fierce dark around the scalp as well, like.
That's just when it happens first.
Like
yeah,
David.
but you'd know.
Jenny, how did you get roped into the whole thing?
Well, me and Laura started in the office about a year and a half to 2 years ago. So before that, I was renting out a pub, and we were running that as well as Kenneth working for ProSteel Sheds. But with the lockdown and everything, then it closed down. And
did it get busier during lockdown?
It did.
Did?
Maybe the first lockdown, I'd say, we were kind of tipping away, doing okay, like, enough to be doing for... There was only 2 of us there, myself and Anthony, fitting. And now we had another lad, Eric. He's guy with my sister. We gave him a job. We felt sorry for him. But
poor man. That doesn't sound you.
No, he's very good. He's brilliant, to be fair. He's a great worker. But
so how many is in the company working?
Now we have 1, 2, 7, is that, yeah.
And you're based in Cork?
Based in Cork, yeah.
But you work everywhere?
Anywhere, yeah.
And you're on Instagram?
Facebook, Google, obviously, yeah.
ProSteel.com or
yeah.
.ie.
.ie, yeah.
ProSteelSheds.ie.
Yeah.
And so what makes your structures different than others?
Well, since I was working selling cladding and stuff, I dealt with a lot of other companies, especially when I started off with Liam. We done the box iron frame. And I was thinking to myself, surely there's something better out there than this, Yeah. And I just kind of, myself and Anthony, was Anthony there that time? Oh, he was, sorry.
You were after
That's how Anthony
getting
came
him
involved. I got Anthony involved in when I was kind of running for Outspace. That was the name of the company at the time. I got him involved. His background is plumbing and a bit of farming and stuff. That's what he was doing. Like, so,
Illuminati.
do you know,
Is
so
he a big Illuminati member now? And what type of Illuminati are we talking?
no, he's a good lad now, to be fair. But he's my first cousin. We were good old buddies. Like, so I asked him, did he want to go fitting sheds for Outspace that time? And he was kind of interested in it. So we kind of got him involved, and
That was a big jump.
Kind of grew from there. Yeah. But to be fair to him, he learned very quickly. Like, you know.
Was it scary doing that?
I had nothing to do with it at that stage.
You were his boss, weren't you? Are you not married?
Yeah.
Did he have to ask permission?
No.
He didn't, just done it.
No, I just done it. Yeah, just said, you know, why not? I
Yeah.
thought I
But
could.
it was the time to do it. So
I could
Is
see an
he-
opportunity, I
he's glad
suppose.
he did
Yeah,
now.
it was, you know, look at Steel Tech, and like with their friend, now, they do a lovely job now. To be fair, I wouldn't knock them, like, but it was just the difference in sheds. I said, look,
You seen
Why
an
not?
opening to do something a
yeah,
little
you
bit
know,
different.
something different. The frame was a lot bigger and stronger, and it's fully bolted, and it's not tech screwed together, like, you know. So I said, right, okay, why not? And so we said, yeah, we ended up staying in that yard where we were.
Mm.
And in fairness to Liam, we were rent free for maybe about a year and a half. Never charged us a penny. The only deal he put in place was we buy everything off him,
That was
and
sound.
that was it. Like, you know, he was very good to us. To be fair,
Because
you know.
it's hard to start a new business.
it was hard,
Oh,
yeah, to
big
start.
time.
You know, like we were only tipping away, but we thought we were busy. Like, and
Yeah.
you know, there was only a few bob in the bank. Some weeks we didn't pay ourselves at all. Like, you know, it was just tough, like, at the start, and eventually, and it just, I say, the lockdown really kind of kicked it off. Then, you know, we kind of pushed it more on Facebook and stuff like that, and a lot of inquiries came in, and kind of grew
they
from
were
there.
doing
Then
too much because they were fitting and trying to sell.
It's impossible.
Like they're up on a shed and they're getting a call about a shed and they can't remember what the person wanted, you know.
Yeah.
So the lockdown then they weren't fishing, so they had the time to actually take the inquiries, and that's when they kind of started bringing us on then.
To look after
'Cause we'd
social
nothing-
media and push
yeah.
it.
And yeah, we kind of pushed it. Obviously, you pay for it. Like, that's, you know, we had time off, so we kind of worked in it. And oh, geez, look, we can boost it up here. We can boost it here. You know, no, it can be expensive. You know,
You can.
so
What
we were keeping it
social media
small.
platform did you find was the most helpful?
It's Facebook. Really,
Facebook, I
wasn't it?
suppose. Yeah, Facebook definitely for us. Now Instagram is kind of only a thing Jen bought on
Yeah, we only kind of did that recently.
12
When
months ago.
I suppose when everyone started kind of going mad on it, really.
Yeah.
But
It's a different type of person is on Facebook than is on Instagram.
It
It's
is.
an older person, say, on Facebook.
yeah.
And then they're a little bit younger on Instagram. And then TikTok is for teeny bops.
Oh, I wouldn't go near that.
It's a horrible one. Although you get lost in it. I tend
TikTok?
to. Yeah.
Never really.
You were too busy making sheds, sure.
Yeah, too
Yeah.
busy. Yeah.
How
That
busy
helped.
are you?
What have we, 5-6 months ahead of us? Probably 80 or 90 sheds to do.
Fuck.
So that's why we're kind of.
Do you find it hard to get stuff?
We did. Now last year, I kind of pushed everything out a lot. Like, you know, we'd people promised maybe about a month's time, 2 months. Next thing
I'd say there's a lot of logistics
was-
to the building of the sheds.
there is, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have to organise the base, or do you have to do the base, or do you get the customers to
Get
do the base? Or?
drawings for the base and they get them done themselves.
So what's the process of getting a shed off? You say, I ring, I'm looking for a shed.
Well, first of all, we find out the measurements, obviously, and price up for them. And like a lot of people, they kind of asking then about the base and stuff, or they might have their base done already. So we kind of have to work around their base because the lads make the shed to suit the base that's there. So
Custom made.
they're
Custom
custom
made.
made. So
I'd say-
No,
like,
we can. If you rang now and you said, Jesus, I'm after making my base wrong. Can you make it to suit that? We can. Like, it's all made to measure, like, you know.
From what I know about people now, you could go out and you could see some fair. I'd say you arrive out the bases now and they'd be
Yeah,
rough.
or they do. Like they all get a drawing.
Yeah.
You got a drawing, Gary? Did you?
I think, yeah, we worked the drum between us actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was.
I
spot on,
gave
to be
the
fair.
I gave the kind of
That was
required
perfect.
measurement I was looking for.
Gary's not overkill on everything, is he?
No.
it's very organised.
He's very organised. Yeah. He
No, the
makes-
first time he rang me, it was like, oh Jesus Christ, this fella's gonna break our arse.
I was on the phone going, I'll have to get Kenneth to ring you.
No, he
No,
knew what he
he's-
wants. And you know, it's actually great to talk to someone like that as well, you know.
Yeah.
And then
It's better
they
when
know
they know.
exactly what they want. Like, it's great, you know.
But you're well able to handle the people that don't know either and just
Well, we
yeah.
try, yeah.
Work
Look,
around them.
you try and talk them through
Mm.
it, like, and whatever. Look, if there's a big problem, we'll call out and we'll have a look and see what they want to do, you know.
yeah. I can't get over how good the sheds look. They look so not sheddy. They really look well. Jamie, you're going to be able to put stuff on YouTube, aren't you? Yeah. So if anyone
Jamie.
wants to see on YouTube, we'll put up the pictures of the sheds that they do, and you can put. Do you put the windows and stuff in them?
Yeah.
So they buy the windows and all off you.
They do. We offer everything, but like if a customer has their own windows and they want to keep the cost down, we've no about putting their windows from, like, you
Oh,
know,
that's cool.
because they can work out expensive windows and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah. Could you live in them?
You could.
That looks like a house. The hobby shed.
There's a lot going into it. Going doing it. I'd say
We
in
actually
the last
have one.
month,
I
I'm
can't
after
say no
selling about 3 or 4.
Who's doing it? Because it's at the back of the house,
Nighthorn.
and we're putting up. It's a living thing. They should be ready in probably about 2 months.
Oh, it's going to be class.
Yeah, it's Nighthorns. And they're doing another one for Michael D. Higgins.
He was actually on us, yeah, for a shed.
He's an awful man for sheds, yeah.
No
He just
sheds,
be
yeah.
out lamping for deer and stuff and kills them with hammers and stuff. He's a very aggressive guy for a small little fluffy guy.
Fluffy guy.
So what's the difference between the storage sheds, work sheds, hobby sheds, and obviously hobby sheds and home offices are like little houses, but storage shed and workshops?
Just a name.
Is that all? Just
So,
the name?
yeah. No, it's the same structure. I suppose workshops there, like, is obviously that's an insulated unit there. The second one, the workshop one.
Yeah.
The white panel, something similar to what you have, Gary.
Yeah.
And how many different cladding types is there? Is it endless?
There's a lot, yeah. There is a lot, and that's what we'll be trying to compete against as well. Trying to sell a shed, like you have PVC cladding, which has a 25-year guarantee. It's a plastic coating on the metal sheet, right? But then you have a cheaper version, polyester. It's like a painted finish, like a car.
Oh.
Like green, you get it in a lot of colours now. It's getting more popular, but there's only a 10-year guarantee
Well, what's
compared to 25.
If someone was to ask you, what's the best shed that I can get for my money? What would you say it is?
PVC.
PVC. Just lasts longer.
PVC insulated.
Yeah.
What Gary has outside there. Do you know? Because like in the summer, that'll stay cool. When it gets very warm outside, that shed will be very cool. And obviously in the winter, then if you want to put in a bit of a heater to keep it warm, it'll store the heat, you know.
Yeah, it's savage.
So that's
But it
really.
depends on what they need then as well. Like, they might need to have the insulated. So, like, a lot of garages.
Yeah, lot of lads know in car mechanic fellas know in panel beaters, just normal single skin sheeting will do them fine, you know.
You don't need to get planning for these sheds, do you?
No.
You just puck them up anywhere at all. So don't be worried about planning anyone.
I'd say
Just ring
yeah.
ProSteel. They'll come out. They'll pop them up. There's no need for planning. That's all.
just go for retention after. Happy days.
Yeah.
Never a problem.
And so, what's your biggest issue you have now running the company? What's the hardest part about it?
Staff.
Staff.
Trying to get people to do stuff, yeah.
Just getting employees.
Employees, like, we're hoping
Just
to...
can't get them or can't keep them.
No, we're okay to keep them if we can get them.
See, there's so much.
The work is it's nice work, but just like you got to be kind of built for it, like, you know.
Well, there's not an awful lot of people right now built for work.
Well, no, not at the moment, not in this country,
so
no.
many people now are getting more for sitting at home on their arse.
Yeah,
Why would they get out
But
and work?
that's it. Yeah.
I know, but see, we young fellas now forget about it, Dave. We can't get them.
I know. But everyone's in the same boat.
Yeah,
We had 4 machines, now we've 2. And all because we couldn't get drivers.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So it's just impossible. You have to notice the same thing, sure.
Yeah, we're just 3 of us on the go, and that's it, and keep it tight. And can't expand, because if you're going to expand, you have to know that whoever's going on board with you has to stay. Otherwise,
That you can
your
trust them
productivity is
as
just
well,
not going to. It's not going to stand.
But isn't it terrible for a small business like you that could be doing a lot more but can't just through not being able to get staff? And would you be able to get someone to sub the work for you or put up the sheds for you? Or
We have advertised
you have advertised to do that?
We did, yeah.
12 months ago, but to be honest, we had a crew from Mayo. Was it Mayo?
I think so. Yeah.
Nice lads, but at the time we were finding it hard to get stuff, so we were kind of afraid then to kind of push on that. But now, the last kind of 3 or 4 months, it's okay. Like, you know, it's been fine.
And are you travelling
No.
far?
We were in Donegal actually 3 weeks ago.
Just that's a long way up.
So we
There's a few more up there
we have a few more. Yeah.
in the coming months.
Now it's grand. Like you get the sheds dropped off. Like that week now we had one in Donegal, Sligo, and Galway. So we were there for the week. It was great crack.
And you were at home minding the kids and doing all
Running
she
a
was there as
business
well.
myself
Oh,
and
you were there
Laura.
as well?
No,
I was not.
God, I had visions of Jennifer. Oh, but she likes to be called Jennifer, by the way, if anyone
No, she
rings.
doesn't.
She likes to be up on the roof with the... Do you have to wear all that stuff to not fall off the roof now?
Oh yeah, I wear it all. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen him when he came down. The
Man.
fucking health and safety gear was ridiculous. He looked like an astronaut out on the,
I know. Yeah, there's no need to be wearing hard hats up on the roof.
the
Like
space station. We have to wear hard hats in the wood and everything, even when we're just walking around when there's no trees. I wouldn't mind if there was trees, but when there's no trees...
I know, but you know that ninja branch?
But
He
sure, if the
jumps out
ninja
like-
branches are all on the ground.
I know, if you stand and he just...
it's true. Yeah.
I was in the wood the night before last. I'm doing nights now. And it was around 1:30. I was getting ready to go home. And just this white van pulled into the wood. Just pulled up ominously. Just there. Just there. Lights on. I'm there. Do I get out of the machine now and get into the... No, I won't. So I rang Greg and I rang Dara and I was there. I don't know what's going on here. I think... maybe all this messing and joking about opportunistic homosexual rapists could be coming back to bite me. But they fucked off then, and then I ran into the Jeep
Jeez.
and off I went.
You were scared.
I was fucking terrified. Yeah.
Should they know
fuck.
you're there as well, probably?
Well, I never say where I am. I never
Oh, yeah,
tell
yeah.
anyone
Oh, yeah.
where I am. And I always now put a little time delay of when I am anywhere. So, like,
Yeah.
if I'm in Pat McDonald's today, I'm gone out of there
Mm.
before that goes
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Because that's backfired on me a few times. I was at a bank link one day over Christmas. I was just at the bank link getting money out. And next thing this one goes, "You're fucking disgusting." And I was there. Just thanks very much. Sound. Thanks for that.
Walked away.
Just walked away. Sure, what
You're
can I
a
say?
fucking
Sure, she's
giant.
not wrong either. I am a bit disgusting. But I,
Sure,
no.
it's only a laugh.
in doses.
In doses. Yeah.
So
small
you're
doses.
you're looking for someone to help you.
Yeah, if we could find someone around the Midlands, maybe with a
Me?
Yeah,
I'm
someone
the
like you.
last person
Perfect.
that you want.
Jesus, I do.
I am
He-
so bad.
He has a DeWalt drill.
I do.
He has an impactor and a drill, so that's a start, isn't it?
Gary
That's a great.
used to
yeah.
stay in my house, and I am so bad to do stuff at home, right? And Gary used to be making a fucking ego on me in front of my kids and my wife,
Doing all
doing
the
all
jobs.
the jobs around. And just to make me feel worse, I was teaching Clark how to ride a bike and stuff at the time. You know, feeling like, you know, daddy stuff. You
Yeah.
know, you think you're this dickhead gets out of the G van one day and does wheelies around the yard. And Clark's looking at him like he's some sort of god. And he goes, "Can you do that, Dad?" No, I fucking can't do that.
Yeah, what a langer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Fucking bollocks. Wheelies around the yard.
Why, can you not do wheelies?
No, I
Did
can't
you not do wheelies as a kid?
No, I didn't. I did follies.
Follies.
oh,
Yeah.
he's,
That's
And
all I did.
And you played rodeo tractor.
When we were younger, we had shite bikes, and me and Garrett got 2 bikes for Christmas one year, and we used to go down the hill. The front of our house, we live on a mountain, so they're fairly steep hills, and the bike broke in half, and I hit my knee off the ground. I broke my kneecap. Well, I was about 10 or 11, and my sisters and my mother and everyone were standing at the door watching this happen, and they thought I was joking. And I was on the ground reading with pain, screaming, and they were, "Get up! Get up, you fucking idiot! Get up!" So I must have been the boy that cried wolf.
That's the thing.
that's the problem.
It
Yeah.
must have been. Have you kids?
Yep.
How many?
2,
2. What age?
14 and 10.
Does the 14-year-old work with you?
He does.
Ah, see, roping him in.
Yeah, he hates it. He hates it.
He hates
He
it.
doesn't.
Nah, he doesn't.
He's getting
Do you know
used
when
to it now.
he is like we brought him on last year now for the summer, and he was like, "Dad, boy, I don't want to walk like. I don't want to do sheds when I grow up like." You know, he's like, "Come on, it's not about that. You will learn something."
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But no, he's grand. He's fine. You see him there. He's
He's
the way,
a
like,
big
do you know what I
chap.
mean? Yeah.
Uh,
Big chap. Do you mind him at the sheds?
No.
happy to have
It's
him
good
out.
for him because he'd only be on the PlayStation at home otherwise. That was the problem. That's why he didn't want to go out because he wanted to be
Hey,
on
look,
the
there's nothing wrong with
PlayStation.
PlayStation, right?
No.
Me and Clark will be playing PlayStation out night time. We're after getting Gran Turismo, and I think Vicky's getting to a stage now she's going to break it one of these days by accident.
Do you know what you should do?
What?
You should get the rally seat.
I thought
I got
about
one of
it.
them in the lockdown.
Did you?
Brilliant.
Does it have the pedals?
Pedals, yeah. The
It's
And
cool.
is the steering wheel hard?
No, it's simple. No, there's a lot of settings. You have to play around with a lot of settings to get it right. And
But can you make it harder or softer?
you can, yeah. It's like there's feedback.
Oh,
When you're
really?
driving, if you're we say going to left and being a little. Now that's the rally mode. If you go into the rally mode, it's brilliant, great crack. It's the same. It's the same tracks.
Are
like
you
and everything.
into car racing?
I am.
Talk to me. Go on, talk to me.
It's for sale. Do you want to buy it?
Have you a rally car?
I do.
What is it?
Starlet. The old Starlets. The
Yeah, the
Rear-wheel drive.
boxy one.
before that, it's a
Really?
1984, 83, 84
Rally spec.
rally spec.
Do you
yeah.
enter rallies with it?
I do.
How long are
Done
you
one.
into?
I already
What?
done one with
I've
that.
only done one with that car.
In the West Cork, previously I had a Honda Civic. I know it sounds like a right boy racer car, but
That does.
it was a good spec, yeah.
And how long are you
That's
into
all I
rallying?
Oh, long time. Since I was born, to be honest.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was
that-
designing rally cars, yeah, my dad, yeah. He was stone mad for it. He'd be out every second, third weekend rallying.
Jesus.
Just loves it, still does. He's 66.
And do you work on all the cars yourself?
He trying to, yeah.
Did you
Like,
work
we tried
with
to get my
cars
dad to do it,
before
like,
you were at
but-
the sheds?
I did, yeah.
What were you doing?
Panel beating.
Oh,
Spent 2 or 3 years of panel beating and gave that up and went on to fabricating then and gave that up and
Is
went on to
the-
building houses actually for a while. Do you know
Did
the steel frame houses? They were all to go and probably in the boom, you know.
what were
All
they
around
like?
Cork. They were okay. Like you'd be surprised now how light they are. They're actually very strong when they're put together.
Did it take a long time to put together?
The hotel actually in Fota, in Cork.
Mayo
That's
as well.
that's built.
With steel?
That's built out of the same steel. Yeah,
Did you build that?
I did. I built it all. Yeah,
Did you?
still standing and all
Where do you live?
in a house.
But is it far outside?
I don't know more out in the country. It's what 20 minutes from Mala.
So you can.
Near Buin.
Buin.
Yeah, you know Buin
I did. I used to work in Buin.
on the forest
So
trees.
you'd
Oh, the
be
first
out rallying around the roads there, and
It's hard. Yeah, no,
He'd be up in the first.
no, I don't. No,
not allowed to do that.
no, I don't. Actually, I don't do much testing.
Nah.
To be honest, I don't really like it. It is dangerous, like, you know,
Mm.
because you have people blocking roads for you. We were
Oh, it's
the
very
first,
dangerous.
the
So
first,
how do you
how
do you test your stuff if you?
well, you can go up, like you can go up to the mountains or up, the narrow roads and the bumpy
Yeah.
roads. And the first night I drove, actually, the Starlet, there, 3 or 4 months ago, we had Jen blocking the road on one side, and my dad and my cousin and whatever. So and then we were doing a few runs, and I came down and I met a car. Jen was after leaving a car up. Sorry.
Why would you do that? You had one job.
And I said,
Hey,
I
One
just
job.
told him
the
to
f-
stop and he just drove past me.
But I was like, I
Oh,
came
no.
down, I was like, what the fuck you have to do?
It's like, I couldn't.
No, you could see no bother, like it was through the mountains, you know, there was no ditches or anything.
Mm.
I was like, Jesus Christ, I could have met him and it'd been like, and there could have been a bad accident. And we tried to stop him, like,
What do you do?
couldn't-
Like,
I know it is.
throw yourself out in
We-
front of the car?
We drive in front of the machines when we're moving them, just to
Mm.
be extra safe. And I'd have the hazards on. I'd be waving, and this dopey fucker just drives straight past. And you're there, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you, but no.
I know
There was a
some
young
people.
fella on a bike as well drove past me. I said, you can't go up there, there's a rally car coming. And he was like, sound. Like,
Did he say it in a Cork accent?
Yeah.
Is Cork the real capital?
Yeah.
No.
It's not.
They're not, it's not. Cork is actually small enough. City.
I was only in it day before yesterday.
Like the main street, like in Cork, like is
Magic Roundabout, some shit show.
It's small. Oh, it's a joke.
oh, they're working on that at the
How
moment.
long is that going on?
Like Galway, I'd say Galway here is very busy, is it?
Yeah, it's fucking.
You know?
I can never tell. I can never tell when the traffic's going to be bad in Galway. Like if I'm going to Cork, I know if I get down early
Yeah,
or
Yeah.
certain parts during the
Certain
day,
parts,
you're
yeah,
going to get through. But Galway, I can never judge it.
It's bingo.
I could get down
I couldn't
early,
believe it earlier.
late. You never know. You never know.
Did you ever go to Cork? Out, no? NEV?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think of it?
I love Cork.
Would you?
Yeah, it's real laid back.
What about Galway?
Galway, we used to go out in Galway a lot.
We used to love Galway. Yeah,
The
going out to
last
Galway.
few times we
Savage
went
spot.
out in Galway, I found was very rough. Around 1 o'clock and loads of fights and
I was
rows.
never out in Galway.
Yeah, get out by 12.
yeah, it is. It got very rough.
Is it?
Yeah, fighting and
Jeez.
stuff. That's what loads of Cork lads up.
Starting scraps, is it?
Fighting.
I know
trying to-
Galway's actually a great spot.
Yeah, Galway
Brilliant.
is a great spot.
Killarney? You go to Killarney?
Yeah,
Brilliant.
Killarney's
Killarney's
good.
great.
yeah.
And he's a good spot.
Do you
Oh,
go
Cork.
to Killarney?
I don't really go to Cork much, to be
I
honest.
think a lot
We
of
never
Cork
go.
people go to Killarney.
They do, yeah.
Or
Killarney really
weekend
place.
away kind of
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
I don't know why, because it's a good spot, but I mean, like, it is small, like.
It is small,
It's small, like, you know.
and there's an older crowd in it.
There is, yeah. That's nice. It's a nice spot, to be fair.
Where would you like to see yourselves in 5 years? Business wise.
I don't know, really, to be honest. Good question.
Are you too
I
busy?
never thought of it.
Are you too
I actually
busy
never thought
because
of
you're
it,
too
you know.
busy doing the day-to-day stuff?
He doesn't have time to think about it, I don't think.
I don't know, really. It's like, hopefully in time we'd come away from the fitting ourselves, you know. Like, we're doing it all kind of ourselves, you know, organising jobs. You know, we're still taking calls ourselves, like, and we'd pass them on to the girls, like, and
So really, to really help your business, you need people fitting.
we need people
Sheds.
fitting, yeah.
Mm.
Now we like to be honest, we're very particular, like,
Mm.
the way we fit a shed. You know, like with the
Very
with the
particular.
base, like the base has to be 100%, because if the base isn't 100%, like, it fixes up the shed, you know.
Mm. So who exactly, in your words, are you looking for?
Gary
What?
there is very good at putting
Oh,
down
Gary.
concrete bases.
I am here not only to promote businesses and help them, but to facilitate Gary in getting another job.
Jeez, my list is getting very big of jobs here.
local stuff, Gary. Just
Local
around here.
stuff, yeah.
No,
I'll
to be
draw
fair
a
now,
circle around the city.
It was when I got out, I asked Eric. I said, when we jumped out the van, is it good? Down to the mill. It was A1, to be fair, and level wise and everything. Do you know?
I'd say
It's-
sometimes
that's
I'd
1
say
in
it's
30, like.
would it put an awful lot of extra time on a shed if it comes out and the base is a mess?
Oh, it is a disgrace. Yeah.
Just
Like,
the
we had a fella
custom
know.
and everything.
We have a fella now in Carlow. We were supposed to go up to him last week,
Mm.
but the builder, we told him, you send him on a sketch to put on the base 5 meters by 8, right? I got an email last night. I can, blah, blah, blah. My builder put on the shed 5.2 by 8.2. Any chance you can go along and just put it up, and we'll seal it ourselves after.
Ugh.
I told him no. I said no, not a hope, because I
Because
said,
you have to stand by what you do.
well, I'll put it this way: like, if you go along and stand your frame up in the base, right, concrete base, and sheet it, the water's going to go in underneath it, obviously, right? But I know you can pour another base inside after, which is a bad job, because obviously on the outside the water is going to stay underneath the box,
Mm.
and that's the first place it'll rust. 5 or 6 years, you know.
Yeah, waste of time.
Well, you have a 25-year guarantee on the sheeting. The frame is going to last till out CSR, like, you know, it's galvanized, it's inside, like, so there's no point in doing it that way. Like, just do it right. It's you're only doing it once, like, you know.
Yeah,
He'll,
yeah.
he'll have
That's
to
all.
get. He'll have to get a road saw and take 100 mil off each side.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm.
Spot on. That's
That's
what I
when
told him
I've-
to do. To cut
Yeah.
it back, and he'd be a lot more happier. You know, he'd be delighted, and that's what he's after green to. He said he's a builder coming Tuesday morning to cut it. Thanks very much for your advice, he said.
But they were given the drawing, like, so it was the builder that did it wrong.
So we come across that with
Cowboys.
builders.
Cowboys.
Builders that we'll
They
send out a
think-
base, and it's the old school now. Fuck them, Jesus Christ.
It'll be
This is how
alright.
you do it. This is how you do it. No,
Yeah.
we'll throw it up this way, and this will be it, you know.
Yeah.
We'll come then and we're like, Jen, Laura,
Did
what
you
the
send
fuck's
the
after
base?
happening here?
You get in
And
trouble
we're
for it
like-
then, do you?
Oh my god, I sent the drawing. Please say I sent it.
I know, but it's annoying, you know, when you turn up, like, and next thing, shit,
You're trying to get
it's
the
wrong,
job
like,
done.
you
and
will,
get
you
to the
are.
next one.
You're after planning a day's work or whatever, 2 days, whatever you're there. Next, you have to go cutting bases for people, and obviously we don't get paid for that, like, you know.
Mm.
And we do it,
And
like, because
shifts the whole schedule then
we
again.
just fucking fix things up, like, you know.
And where do you source all your stuff?
We mostly from Irish Roll Farm in Boyne. They're
That's who you work
that's
with.
the fella that's there.
And that's why you-
Liam, yeah.
Yeah,
so
and you have a good relationship with them. That's why you always
we
know you're
do.
going to have stuff, and you're
that's where I worked as well. Like, so
Yeah.
no, they're very good. Like, they treat us very well. Like, you know, any problems they get it sorted straight away, and they're very good that way. You know.
oh, you have it all worked out.
Oh yeah.
And they're savage. I couldn't get over the shed out there. I'll put pictures up on my Instagram and stuff and Facebook. It looks like a little house.
Yeah, no, it's a really good job. It's a nice clean finish too. Like I'd advise getting a shed, especially with a coated interior like that, because you don't have to go painting it. It's just next job is put in the electrics and
off you go.
Do you have
fire the shelf and put the lawnmower in?
brochures or do people just go onto your website and look at all the
Most of
different
it's through
designs
that,
and stuff
yeah.
that you have there?
We tried, we did do brochures there, a year and a half ago, with prices on them, because a lot of people would ask us, have you got prices and brochures? So we said, right, we make them up. The next thing, I'd say 4 weeks later, 2 or 3 weeks out, prices went up.
Yeah, you couldn't
They were
now.
mad. They
So
went
we
up
couldn't
50 or
hand them out
60%.
then.
Like
Yeah. Nobody
they were mad,
can
like,
now.
So now we're thinking now of, I was on to your man Liam, an Irish Road Farm, and he said prices are going to stay the same for a small bit, maybe to the 4th quarter this year. So
if anyone out there is looking for a shed, what do they do? Who do they contact? What do they go on to first?
Well, they
What
can
kind of
check-
information do they need to give you so that you know what to say to them?
Well, the size, first of all, anyway, or what height shed they're looking for. What are they? We'd always ask, what are you using it for? Do you know, some people don't know what size they want. So you kind of say, I want to park a car in it, or it's just for the lawnmower and stuff. So you kind of advise then on the smaller one, if it's for the lawnmowers and stuff, and you kind of gauge it on what they need, really.
Cool.
But most people know what they want.
yeah, most people ring and they have their size. Like, I want whatever. Do you know?
They'll probably have to ring
know,
a few.
They know what they
Yeah.
want. Yeah. Do you know?
But when they're ringing you, they're ringing to find out the price on the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically. Because you'd stand by it as a better shed than.
Well, we do stand by our products, to be honest. I know, but we're kind of happy, like when I came home now and I asked Jen, were you talking to Gary? And she said I was. He's absolutely delighted. That actually makes us,
We love that.
we love that, put up stuff for people and they're happy and there's no problems, and we thrive in that, to be honest,
Oh, that's great to hear.
we don't.
And it's when I said I was going to start the podcast, I want to have conversations with people, but I also wanted to help small Irish businesses that actually take pride in their work and do good work. And I'm delighted to get you on and have a little bit of a chat. And Gary's after seeing it firsthand. And if Gary's happy with it, and it must be very good because he is one particular prick. if he's happy, it must be fair good.
I know. Thanks very much.
I wanted to thank you for coming on, and I know you were nervous coming on.
Yeah, very.
And I was trying to tell you, don't worry, relax, chill out. And just Jennifer was there. Just please call me Jennifer. Don't not call me Jennifer. Thanks million. And if anyone wants to contact you on Instagram or Facebook or online, you've a online.
All the contact details would be on it for myself and Laura.
Yeah, and we'll put them in the links below. And if you want to see the sheds, we'll have them on the YouTube video. Yeah, to be honest. Yeah, and you can get a look at them and then go onto their website, and they're lovely people and they'll look after you, and get in contact. And I will see you all next time. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thanks, Gary.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks.
Au revoir.
Putting on your
Bye.
clothes and your.
Thanks. No.
All right,
busy working.
see you next week. Good luck.